Sure, the stamp set's called Christmas Greetings, but today we're going to take this stamp set and we're going to go from a Christmas card to a gorgeous any season card. Guys, this stamp set is one that's going to stay on your shelves all year long. Hello, everyone. Welcome. I'm Connie Stewart with SimplySimpleStamping.com. I'm so glad you could join me for today's Tuesday tip video because today's tip is how to take a Christmas stamp set and make it last all year long. And that's exactly what we're going to do with the Christmas Greenery Bundle. So I say we jump in. Let me show you the supplies you're going to need to create today's cards. I love to share free downloads with you, so you don't have to worry about writing down any of the measurements for the cards today. Everything is here for you. So you'll have the supply list, you'll have the cutting and scoring measurements, you'll have photos. And if you need to come back and check out the video again, you can scan the QR code or click right there. You can view the video. Hey, friends, if you are in the United States, I would love to be your Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. Here is a supply list of everything that I used. If you click and follow that link, it'll take you right to my online store and you can order what you need there. Thank you guys so much. I truly appreciate your orders. It allows me to do what I do and share. So with that, let's jump into our first card, and that is the Christmas card. So let's start with our card base. It is an 8.5 by 5.5 real red. I've scored that at 4 1/4. So it is a standard medium-sized A2 card. Next, I've got a piece of shaded spruce. Now, this is a 2-inch by 5.5, and we're going to do a little embossing on this. And I thought the Forever Plaid folder was absolutely perfect. So I'm just going to place my cardstock here in the folder. We're going to take base plate 1, then our embossing folder, and you want the seam going into the machine. And then we're going to top it with embossing plate 4. We're going to run that through. And you can see we've got a gorgeous piece of embossed cardstock. Friends, we are just going to add that right here to the left side of our card. And now we're going to work on that gorgeous flower. Now, as I said, we're using the Christmas Greenery Bundle. So yes, we've got our stamp set, but we also have the matching dies. We're also going to use this fantastic bow because it's just adorable. So this set does have a lot of different things in it. I think you can see, look, we've got some holly leaves and berries. It's a fantastic set. And I think you see these here. These could also be used for any season. We are going to focus on these right here. I have a piece of basic white 2 3/4 by 5 inches. I'm going to ink that up with my Memento black ink pad. We're going to stamp that right here in the middle of our cardstock. Guys, you're going to love this stamp set because we don't have to color anything. This is a 2-step stamp. I have 3 colors of ink: real red, crushed curry, and shaded spruce. I'm going to start first with the poinsettia, and we're going to, of course, stamp that in real red. And you'll notice, you might see the poinsettia looks a little awkward, right? Well, that's because this is a 2-step stamp, and that means that these little points need to go right. They've got a little spot. It's very easy. We're just going to line that up right over our image. Again, don't we love it? We don't have to color. Now we have 2 different flowers, and we're going to do all of our flowers in crushed curry. So we have a more pointy flower, and we'll just come and lay that. You'll see the kind of more pointy petal that'll kind of help you to see where to stamp. Next, we're going to come in with the more rounded flower. We have 3 of those to fill in. So 1, 2, and 3. And now in our shaded spruce, we're going to get our leaves. Now, we have 2 different kinds of leaves here. So I'm going to take the solid leaves, all right? And just like we did before, we're just going to line those up and we'll stamp right inside. You may have noticed I didn't get exact there. I don't have a problem with that. Kind of gives a little bit more of a watercolor look. I'm not always big into things being perfection. So I've got 2 more. We'll get all of our little leaves stamped. All right, now with this one, And this one is just kind of more of a filler here. So rather than leave those just black and white, I'm going to stamp off once because I want this color to be a little lighter, and we'll go right over it. So we'll just continue to stamp off. So ink up your stamp it off, and stamp over those pine needles. We're ready to come in and die cut. And you can see your die is just going to lay right on there. Now, before we die cut, just one of my favorite tips is to use Post-it note tape to hold it in place while we die cut. Totally optional, but I always feel more secure when I have that. So to die cut, we're going to take base plate 1, thin die adapter 2, and a cutting plate 3. I'm going to take my die. I want to make sure I've still got everything on there. I do. I'm going to take it, another cutting plate 3. Let's run that through the machine. And just like that, we've got our beautiful focal image. So I put adhesive on the back of that. I'm going to add that here to my card front. Now I'm ready to share with you how I created the little bow. I added a few extra layers. So let me show you how we're going to do that. I have a piece of crushed curry. It is a 2 3/4 by 2.5. And I'm just going to put that die in the bottom corner. Let me go ahead and run that through. Now you notice it cuts 3 different pieces, and it is so cute, but I really like having extra loops to my bow. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take just the loops of the bow, and I'm going to die cut myself 2 more of those. So you see, you have plenty. In fact, if you wanted to do 4 loops, you can. But what we're going to do is we're going to adhere these together. So I'm going to put just a dot of multi-purpose glue right there. And I'm going to make these a little cross. Now, yes, you see there is space on each side. I want that because I'm going to add this. This will be the bottom. And we're going to adhere that right in the middle. Again, it's giving us that kind of full bow look. So we'll add another dot right there. And we've got that fuller bow. Now this is the little center to the bow. So we'll add another little dot. I'm going to use my take your pick tool to pick that up because it's tiny. And now we get to add this to the tails of the bow. And look at that. What a great way to kind of stretch the look of that bow. Now to add this, I'm actually going to add it with some Stampin' Dimensionals, just 2. We're just going to put them there on the loops. The bow itself, we're going to add, again, a little tiny bit. We don't need a lot, just a little multi-purpose glue to hold that in place because we're going to add it here, but I want my bow, or my tails, I should say, I want those to be flat, but I want my bow to have just a little bit of lift. All right, so this stamp set has no greetings. So I decided I would bring in the Greetings for You ephemera pack. Friends, these things are amazing. You're going to love having these sentiments to be able to work with on your cards. And guess what? They are all adhesive backed. Yes. So it's so easy to add these. So let's see. It looks like I did a season's greeting. So I'll pop one of those out. I'm going to peel off the backing. I think this is such a fantastic way to use these. And we'll add it right there. Now, I always love to add a little bling. So I'm going to bring in the low profile dots. I love these. I really love them because they are so flat. So they really do not interfere at all when you're mailing your cards. And you can use them on the inside of your cards too. You can put these wherever you want. I'll add, let's see, a couple there and one more. Oh, how about right there? Now, let's talk about what we're going to do on the inside of the card. I'm going to have a little grid paper underneath me because I'm going to bring my stamp back in. We're going to ink it up with our black ink one more time. And you notice I'm going off the edge of the card. I just want that little bit. You see, I stamped the same way we did when we created the front focal image. We'll add that to the inside. And now for our inside sentiment, we'll come back in and how about we say from our house to yours? And again, it's sticky back, so it's ready to go. Isn't that so cute? Do you love the gold that's on there in the greetings? Friends, that's how easy it is to create a Christmas card with the Christmas greenery. Now, what if we don't want that poinsettia? What if we want to say bye-bye? Okay, let me show you how we're going to do that. Friends, don't forget about the free download that goes along with today's video. Remember, you'll have the measurements, the supply list, photos, and a QR code to come back and check out the video again. You're going to find the free download at simplysimplestamping.com or look down in the YouTube description for the direct link. This card is built very similar to the first card. We're changing things up a little bit because, again, like I said, we want to hide the poinsettia. We don't want that on this card. So I changed up the measurements on my card. This is a 4¼ by 11, scored at 5½. Just, kind of trying to change things up. That's in strawberry slush. Now for the embossing on this card, I decided to use the glass in greenery. And it's kind of interesting with this embossing folder because the pattern kind of migrates, I guess we'll say. But I'm going to focus on putting my 2" by 5½" Timid Tiger all the way over to the edge. I'm going to run that through my die cutting and embossing machine. And now we can add that to our strawberry slush. Timid Tiger and strawberry slush, absolutely gorgeous together. Here's where we're going to change things up a little bit. So this time I'm going to use a piece of basic white that is 3¾ by 5. And I've inked that up in the Memento Black again. And I'm going to stamp that on one end, okay? One end of my white cardstock. So changing up my colors, we're going to go with some strawberry slush, Timid Tiger, and Granny Apple Green. Friends, we're going to color in our flowers like we did before, but I'm going to start with the strawberry slush, and we're going to do the pointy flower in strawberry slush. Our more rounded flower, we'll do those in Timid Tiger, and the poinsettia, we're going to do in Granny Apple Green. Don't worry, we're going to be hiding a lot of it, but this is going to allow some of that greenery to come through. Now, just like we did before, we're going to do our leaves, and then we will stamp off and get that lighter shade of the Granny Apple on those pine needles. That is one ugly flower in green, but here's where we're going to get creative. We're going to bring our stamp back in, and we're going to focus on these 2 flowers here on the end. Now, I am going to go ahead and ink them up in the black ink. And the reason I'm doing that is I want it to have continuity through my other flowers. So I'm just going to stamp those 2 right there and then 2 more right here. I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to color those with the matching stamps. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to cut these off. We're going to die cut our flowers just like we did before. We'll go ahead and give those a quick die cut. So I've die cut my flowers here. We're going to add those to our card. I'm going to have you start with the rounded flowers first, and we are going to die cut these. Now, they're really, really close together. So I'm going to do that one, and then I will come along and get the pointed one, and then I'll rotate it. I'll have 4 flowers to work with. So I let the dies do most of the work, but you might notice right here, we're getting a little edge. And I'm simply just going to fussy cut that little edge off. This is where the flowers, where you were starting to see maybe the leaves, things like that. I just really liked having that black edge. So I really did want to stamp. And those are the only ones, just the 2 pointy ones really need to be fussy cut just a little bit on the edge. Now we're going to bring in Stampin' Dimensionals again, but we're only going to put it on the 2 pointy flowers. All right, before I adhere these down, I am going to kind of lay them out kind of decide where I want them to go because we're going to fill in all around that poinsettia. And boom, just like that, it's gone. So we're going to adhere down with your favorite adhesive, Stampin' Seal, multi-purpose glue, whatever you prefer. We're just going to add our little timid tiger flowers, and now we'll come in with the strawberry slush on those Stampin' Dimensionals. And you see how we can just fill that in. No one's even going to know what's going on underneath there. Now, my sentiment, I decided to pull from a different stamp set, Notes and Totes. I wanted to say just a note. I thought this one was perfect. You use your favorite sentiment. I've got a heartfelt hexagon punch, and I'm going to stamp my sentiment all the way over on the right side. I'm doing that again in my tuxedo black. I'm going to add that to my card. I'm just kind of tucking it underneath my flowers. I have a little 2x2 piece of Timid Tiger. We're going to die cut ourselves a bow. I put the bow together just like you saw me do before. We'll add that to our card. And again, our bling, some rhinestone jewels. I love these. They've been around for a long time. They never go out of style. We'll add just a few. And there you go, my friends. We hid that poinsettia. By the way, I stamped the exact same way there on the inside just to add a little color. This is a great any occasion card. It's just a note. It is what it says, right? So do a little stamping there on the inside. Let me go ahead and bring my first card back in. I just think these are so gorgeous. And friends, the colors can be changed. They can be used for all seasons. I love that you have a stamp set that you can purchase that you don't have to put away when Christmas is over. I love to help you stretch that dollar. I hope you enjoy these cards. Friends, I know when you send these cards, you are definitely going to be brightening someone's day. So I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, I would love a little thumbs up on YouTube. That always makes my day. And if you haven't subscribed, take a moment to click the subscribe button. And if you love paper crafting and you want a little more stamping community, let's say, you might want to check out the YouTube membership. Friends, we have events over there where we get together and we craft together nice and slow, creating some amazing cards. You can read all about it by clicking the join button. We'd love to have you join. You can cancel anytime. Check it out. All right, my friends, thank you. Thank you so much for being here. Make it a great day, and I look forward to stamping with you on the next video. Bye-bye.